Hi, this is Coach Nate with another DestroyTheBaseball.com video newsletter. The topic of today's newsletter is great hitters never blame outside forces for their failures. Well, I had a uncomfortable, a little bit tense email exchange with a former player recently. He was one of the best that I've seen play at my level, which is a 10 to 12-year-old age group, and definitely one of the best that I've coached. And what I noticed is that he was in the mood to make excuses and blame outside forces, in this case an umpire, for his failure in a recent game. And the fact is that he, growing up and playing in my level, never really tasted a lot of failure. I don't even remember him striking out. He may have, but he is striking out more now that he's at the upper levels in high school, because the competition gets better, and it happens to every player. At any rate, I felt like I caught him in what I would say is some stinking thinking, and I called him on it. And I think it brings up a larger, more important point, not just picking on him, but the great ones, the great hitters. They have emotional control, and they never blame others for their failures or for their shortcomings at the plate. And we'll get into the reasons why that's important in a moment, but first a quote. The great hitters all have a few things in common: terrific work ethic, a deep love for hitting, a love of competition, and a great mental attitude. They understand that they control only what they can control. But when they don't get the results they want, they only get upset if it was because they didn't execute what they could control. In other words, failing to get great swings. They never blame umpires or any outside forces for their bad results. This is because they understand that doing so takes away from them the thing that makes them great. It's their competitive work habits and their total accountability personally for everything that happens to them. Blaming others for shortcomings or failures we have is a losing formula both at the plate and in life. There should be zero tolerance for it at all times. Okay, now the email. I shortened it up here for the purposes of the viewer. Coach, I was bad in that game you made it out to a week ago. But the umpire was worse. He rung me up twice on balls that were at least a foot outside in both cases. Not much I can do there. Well, I shot this back to him. I don't agree with that. The competitor inside you would have never accepted failure in that way. Here's the key. When you're talking about anything that happens to you negatively in your results on the baseball field, your first responsibility before you go and you try to blame umpires or others outside of yourself is to make sure you did everything you could do that you're responsible for on the field. So I urged him to go back through each at-bat, look at each pitch, ask himself, was he up there in a ready position in his load? Was he mentally ready? Was he expecting his pitch right from the get-go and having an intent to destroy it? Was he a yes hitter in his attitude? In other words, was he achieving the proper load in terms of timing? Was he finding his core stress and power band in the load? Okay, that's something he can feel. Was he on balance in his swing? Did he feel a good swing? Was he transitioning well back to front in those early pitches? Has he been working on his two-strike hitting? Can he do that better? Was he watching the other at-bats with his teammates up, seeing where the umpire was calling balls and strikes? Did he ask his teammates what they were seeing up there? Was he getting to his front leg properly and posting properly, looking for that great contact point on those earlier swings? Was he tracking with two eyes from release all the way to the bat? Until he can sit down and make a list of these things and check them off one by one and assess them closely in each at-bat, he has no business blaming third-party outside forces such as umpires or what have you. What I urge him and I urge all hitters to do is do this exercise for your game at-bats. Okay, it's going to make you feel more positive and more empowered. You're going to feel more in control, and you will have more energy to go do the work that you're going to need to do on your off days to improve technically to be better on game day. And that's really the bottom line. So if you found this video of value, please subscribe to my channel so you'll receive notices of the release of future videos. Share this video, please, with anybody whom you feel may benefit from the content in the video. Leave comments, criticisms, links, any other information that you feel will help everybody here meet the community's goal. That is to bring hitters fully alive when they hit a baseball. Also, if you have a video of your hitter from a practice or game you'd like to send me, I will do a report and analysis within 48 hours, send it back to you. It will include an action plan for your hitter going forward. Also, don't forget, this is a free community. We accept donations to help the community move forward and flourish. You go to www.destroythebaseball.com, click the donate button, and leave your donation for what you feel the value of today's content was worth. And I will talk to you soon.